Ladies and gentlemen, in chess, we all have an opening that we just suck against, okay? Like when you see your opponent playing it, you almost consider just sort of hurling yourself out your window. Like it's just, you just know you're losing already. It's over before it even started. And for me, it's actually playing up against the modern defense, which is just so weird because it's like the same moves every time. But for some reason, my brain just cannot grasp or understand it. So I thought it'd be quite funny to show you guys me playing against it live, okay? So you're going to see my live reaction, my live thoughts the whole way through. There are so many ups and downs, so definitely stick around. Comment down below your guys' opening Kryptonite, like the video if you enjoyed, and please do subscribe. I mean, it would absolutely make my day to wake up tomorrow and see even like +3 subscribers. Like, it just makes my day. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy. Okay, white pieces. We'll go e4, okay? We're not going to be too, diverse here. We're just going to go e4, stick to what we know. We're facing a modern defense. Okay, so principled chess would say, if you can put 2 pawns in the center, it's probably best to do so, right? So we're going to go with that approach. Now they come out and they immediately attack my pawn. So it's actually quite tricky for them to develop either knight, I feel like, because we could just push either pawn and gain a little bit of a tempo. So maybe I just sort of continue my development, like just bring my knight out, get my light square bishop out and get ready to castle sort of thing. Potentially better to play bishop d3 though, or bishop c4. I actually have no idea right now. Yeah, this is tricky. I think we're going to go ahead and play bishop c4. It feels a little bit more active, doesn't it? I feel like bishop d3 is very passive. We're kind of blocking ourselves in. Are they trying to prepare d5 maybe? Ha! That's interesting. Like takes, takes, takes. I guess if I bring another knight out, that could be good just to clamp down on d5 even more. I'm really not as comfortable facing up against the modern defense as I would like to be, because like I typically play it in bullet. Like I don't play it, I mean I play against it, just because people tend to just blitz the moves out in the opening, because you can literally just blitz out the first like 5-6 moves, can't you? So I should be more comfortable than what I am, but I'm just not. I'm going to play bishop e3 with the idea of queen to d2, and maybe try and trade this bishop off if we can. So I'm going to play queen to d2. We're keeping our castling options open for now. We can still go either way. But man, the modern defense might be that one opening that I just struggle against so badly. Comment down below, guys. What opening do you guys find yourselves just struggling the most against? Like, for me, it used to be the Philidor, so I literally just studied it as much as humanly possible. And now, I'm not particularly good, but I'm okay playing against it. It's probably like 50-50. Whereas before, my word, it was bad. Takes, takes, takes. What the hell did I just do? Takes, takes. And then I have to take again. You take, so that would be a bit unfortunate. I think maybe we take, let them take, and then drop back. I guess we could just drop back, and if they take, that's not really an issue. It feels like we just become a lot more active. So we'll drop back, and if they don't take, well, e5 is probably an idea, right? But the reason I like my pawn on e4 is because I'm sort of, stopping that knight progressing forward. Yeah, so they do take. I will, of course, recapture then. I really like the idea of long casting, I'm not going to lie to you guys, just because a rook and a queen supporting this pawn alongside a bishop and a knight, it would then feel like it's just, it's never dying. You know what I mean? And then we could maybe start an attack with the H and G pawns. Okay, they're looking to take my bishop. Is that the end of the world? I mean, if I could avoid losing it, I probably would. Can I play here? You push the pawn. It's, yeah, not ideal. But then you really weaken this diagonal, I guess. So maybe here. You probably wouldn't want to play f6, would you? You'd probably move your queen. And then I guess I'm keeping my bishop on the board. But then if I go here, look how much pressure they have on this pawn. And I just don't have the facilities to defend. We may have to give up the bishop. Let's just long castle. Okay, let's just get long castled. If they take my bishop, it's not the end of the world, is it? We can just simply recapture with the queen. That is a bit annoying, though. I would have quite liked to have kept the bishop on the board, but it's okay. I'm not too opposed to losing it. But yeah, the one opening I just hate now is the modern defense. It's just the same every game, but it's like, how the hell do you break this down? Like, how am I going to go attack that king? It's probably with these H and G pawns, if anything, but it's so tricky, man. It's not really my style, and they're pushing their pawn down the board now, which is very uncomfortable. Have I got knight here, maybe? It just feels so passive. Like, the idea is just to clamp down on this a4 square with the bishop and knight, but if I were to go knight c5, could you not just push? And then it's like, well, what do I have? You know what I mean? It's maybe we need to play a4, but that just looks like I'm opening up a world of problems. Huh. But is there any other option other than a4? There might not be. I'm just really scared of them playing a4. Because, I mean, then our bishop's in a world of trouble. Because, like, we'd have to go here. Then you just, keep gaining tempos of that. I eventually have to drop back. But then you just have this monster queenside attack on my king. I think a4 might be the play. And then if you go here... Oh, God, it's just hideous, isn't it? I really hate it. This a5 idea from them is really strong. What would I then take and take? But then you're just putting me in a world of pain. It's really not easy for me to get out of. I actually have no idea what to play. a4 feels most natural, and then if you push, I guess I just leave my pawn there. I don't have to take. Maybe that's the idea. I'm going to play a4 just because I am sort of struggling for ideas, and I don't want to invest too much time here. But this a5 idea has really thrown me. I need to start, launching my own attack. See, I don't need to take. Taking would feel like a bit of a mistake, I feel like, because then I allow them to take, and they're just going to fly these pawns down the board. I'm looking at, like, h4 here. I'm not sure how else I could really start an attack. So I think I will play h4 here. If you take, I can just take, and I'd feel okay in that sort of position. If you play b4 and sort of clamp down this side of the board, I'd feel quite happy. So I'm not really sure what my opponent can do here. They do take. Okay, so I, of course, take back with the bishop, right? Now I'm unsure where their attack is. I feel okay. They have an open b file, which I guess is scary, combined with this sniper of a bishop. Yeah, maybe I didn't give this enough thought. This is terrifying. You know when you can just feel a chess game take a turn for the worst, and it's like, is there anything I can even do about it? If I go here, you take, I then launch my knight up the board, potentially. And then we have a semi-open g-file to come fly at. Maybe just bring the rook over first, though. Is there any need to just, like, sack the pawn temporarily? Probably not, I'm assuming. It's tricky though. Yeah, I think rook g1 makes most sense here. There's no need to just lash out instantly, is there? But like rook g1, is my opponent then able to like launch their own attack? Like queen here. There's a lot of pressure on this pawn. I still think we're fine. This isn't a threat. I think rook g1's fine. Maybe I'm missing something, but if we are, that is life, I'm afraid. This is what happens when you get up to 1600. I don't have a clue what's going on. I've completely winged it to get here. Well, that's not actually true. Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit. Here takes... Oh, God. That's uncomfortable. I could just immediately take, though, right? What am I missing? I guess... Oh, this... I don't understand. Is it just a case of, like, takes, the rook comes over? Because if it is, I think I'm okay. I weirdly think I'm okay. Maybe I'm not, but what can you do? Is this rook coming over to e8 really that scary? Probably, and I'm not giving it enough thought, but, if you give me an opportunity to take on e5 and plant my knight here, I'm going to take that every day of the week, you know what I mean? Like, it's... But then, rook over, then knight here would be a mistake, so after takes and takes, I obviously lose my queen, which is quite catastrophic. So maybe this knight jumping over to f6 has to wait for now. That's very annoying. But I also kind of think this is just an option now, because then you can't immediately kick me because I can take. And now I have ideas of f3 and g4, not g3, g4. Okay, I feel like this is going better than it was. Like, obviously this is a long-term threat, but currently I have two rooks just absolutely with d1 in a headlock, giving it a noogie. I don't know if you Americans know what a noogie is. I'm assuming you guys do. I hope that you do. I hope you guys are cultured, and that's not just a British thing. That's not. You know what's always confused me about America is high school. Is that secondary school? Is that the equivalent, or is it primary school? Like, what is high school? Is it college? Is it sixth form? Is it university? Honestly, I have no idea. If some absolute legend wants to explain that to me, I'd be very grateful. Here, that looks pretty fun, right? Like, I understand that this is a threat. Oh wait, can you actually just take, and then after takes just check, and then I go over and then check, and then I go over Is there a mate? There might be a mate. I'm not going to lie, there may be a mate. I don't think there is, but there could be. You know, if they take the pawn, then I'll calculate it. I'm not going to invest any time doing that, right? No, I should do, shouldn't I? Using your opponent's time is one of the most important things in chess, but I just don't care to do it, which is really lazy, but that's why I'm just stuck at like 1650 24/7. So takes, check. I go over. I'm assuming you then bring the rook with check to block all of this. Okay, they just back off anyway. Here, oh god. I mean, g4 just looks, mwah, right? Like, how could I not play g4? Like, you take my knight, like, fine. Do I care? I don't think I do. I don't think I care for this knight. Like, if this knight dies, it dies. You know, like, it's like Ivan Drago in Rocky 4. If he dies, he dies. Like, it's just, I'm not fazed by this knight in the slightest. But maybe I should be. Does the bishop want to go back? I don't think you do want to go back. Because then I'm just going to, like, start taking everything. Okay, you take. Now I take. This bishop then has to move, right? But then I'm preparing h5. The position feels so uncomfortable. I got 2 knights, a queen, 2 pawns, and rooks just ready to absolutely catapult onto your forehead. And we could even drop the bishop back at some point, pinning this pawn. You know, that's the problem with, like, pushing one of your 3 king's pawns after you've short castled. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say. But you really allow yourself to just be pinned or skewered, or like, there's just so many tactics involved. It's like, it's not easy, really. Like, even like takes, you take, bishop back pinning you might be an idea at some stage. I don't think it is right now. Or like check. Again, we would just be losing our queen with check, which is quite brutal. What about just pushing? Then I feel like you have a lot to answer for, right? It just looks so uncomfortable. I'm not fazed by this. If you push, check. Like, is this check scary? That's what I need to work out. I don't think it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't think it is. But is there any need for me to allow it? You know, like, should I just be dropping a knight back? Should I just be taking? That could be quite fun. And then if rook takes, I don't think there's anything in that. That's probably just you. I just want to push the pawn or just take. But let's calculate taking, right? So let's say takes, check. I of course have to move over. And I'd go to d1 because I don't want to allow this bishop to come in as well, giving another check. So I go to d1, sticking to light squares. Is there another check? There's a queen check, of course, but then I just step up to e2. You know what? Are we throwing the game away? Takes, check, up. Rook over. I don't think that's scary because I'd just take your queen. Your queen would have to move. You can't take on c2. We're doing it. We're doing it, okay? We're absolutely doing it. That sounds kind of insane. Let's put a pause in that sentence and resume. I'm also looking at, like, okay, you do take king d1. Now what's your plan, right? Like, bring the bishop, but then I go check. There must be a mate after that point, right? Like, there just has to be a mate. If you need to be giving me checks, I feel like, oh, I didn't see that check. It still feels okay, though, right? Like, I go here, you take my bishop. I think we're just fine. I think we're just fine. Like, give a check. Rook steps up. There must be some just sacrifices or something. I don't have a clue. There must be something. Like, opponent is currently +3, but I'm not phased. Like, you do actually have to take this, by the way. And then I take, king takes. And then there just has to be a mate, doesn't there? Like, I refuse to believe that there is no mate. Like, is there one quicker? Like, here, bishop takes, and then, I don't know. No, I don't think there is. But now, oh, you take, the queen's coming up. Oh, I didn't even see that. You take this with check. Okay, do I just drop back? And then you can't pin me, which is nice. Do I drop black? Drop black? What does that even mean? Drop back and block this check? I'm assuming if I go here. I don't know. I don't have enough time to calculate either. Like, I want to look at this position for like the next 45 minutes. Like, because it is a really fun position, but I just don't know. I think I might have to block. And then after you take, can I then just like bring the queen into the game? Give some checks? Probably, right? I think we can just block. I need to just make moves at this point. I feel like we're winning, but I just need to be a bit quicker and a bit more, I don't know. I feel like I'm investing time in all the wrong places in this game, but who actually cares? It's just chess at the end of the day. I'm anticipating you taking. If you don't, I feel like you're a bit insane. I wonder if there were any lines where I could like sack a rook, you take, I give a check, or if you took the king, give another check, bring the queen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's always like so many forcing moves that I'm always missing. My opponent is having a long think here. They just need to, I don't know, like get the rook and knight into the game. It's just felt so passive this whole time. They've allowed this, which seems very bad. Seems very bad, actually. They've allowed this check. I mean, if we can give a check, we give a check, right? That just has to be the way this is done now. That just has to be the way things are done. I also had like a way to trade off queens, which I did look at, but I just didn't really think that was very good. How's best to take? I'm not actually sure. I think with the queen. Let's just take with the queen. Yeah, let's take with the queen. Because now we are just like threatening. There's got to be a forced mate here, right? Like, there just has to be a forced mate. Oh, that's quite scary. Do we just step up? Oh, this is where things go bad. I can feel it going bad already. Oh, the knight is currently defended. Oh, this is gross. Step up. We just got to move at the end of the... I just have to move. You have another check, and then all this is blocked, this is blocked. Oh, God. We're going to seriously have to run here. Okay, let's go like this. You give this check. Oh, dear. This is somewhat scary. Queens are going to be traded off, which is really not ideal for me. Oh, poop. I think I just threw the game away at the end. I think I just completely threw the game away at the end. Oh, no. There's me saying it's just chess. I'm absolutely heartbroken. What have I done? Oh, this is actually catastrophic. No! Okay, well, the knight's now going to come into the game. I need like an immediate response. I guess just rook h1, just immediately threatening to win the rook. Ah, it's just not looking good, though, is it? It's not looking good. If you step up, then you are defended by the knight, so check, check, and check doesn't win the rook. But it's whether or not they see that. I mean, I'm assuming that they have so much time. Like, they have managed their clock infinitely better than what I have. Which is really disheartening, but it sort of just is what it is. If you step up, check, I don't know. Okay, check. We just sort of have to give checks here, right? Oh, but I'm just going to get trapped, aren't I? Can we force a draw, maybe? Is there a draw in this? Probably not. I'm assuming there is no draw here. Ha, this is frustrating. What does my opponent do? I mean, if I can just keep giving checks, then I definitely will. That is going to hang a rook. Oh, I'm so low on time, man. I've not conducted this overly well. Yeah, you go here and then there's nothing. I just got to fly this pawn up the board, I guess. Yeah, we just got to push the pawn. We now allow for some more checks, but it's just not what we want, is it? It's not what we want. Oh, this is so unfortunate. The game was going so well. I mean, I'm excited to game review, though, because I feel like there were opportunities for me to win. I mean, my accuracy in this game is going to be horrible. And you guys were probably, like, screaming moves at your screen. But I just completely missed all of them, I'm sure. Check. You just go down again. You just basically run to the corner now. And this bishop can block. I just got to go promote if possible, but it's unlikely, isn't it? It's very unlikely. Though if you go here and I go here, then things get a bit interesting, right? I guess you have bishop here as well, but then I could maybe sack a rook. Oh, let's go here. Okay, hit the rook. Rook now has to move. I block all the like sort of good squares that your rook would want to be on. You go probably all the way down, right? And then I push. This game might actually not be over if I can just play much, much quicker. Push. You might go here now, but then I just go up. If you give a check, I just step up. Not really fazed by that. Oh, wait, maybe I should have... No, I feel like this is fine. This is probably fine, actually. We're sort of avoiding checks from the knight as well. This is, like, really tricky for my opponent. If I had more time on the clock, I'd feel very comfortable winning this game. Okay, maybe a lot less comfortable now. Do I just go here? You jump in this corner, I then... Oh, no, it's with check. I can just step up. If you take my rook, I just recapture. And then your knight is hanging. Huh, this is like terrifying. Let's go up. Yeah, this is like, where do you even go? Huh, you give a check. Oh, what a move. What a gangster move, right? What a gangster move. I'm anticipating they take the rook. They need to just push their own pawns, right? Just push your own pawns, sir. Come on. Start pushing your a-pawn. Huh. What a move. Oh, that's frustrating. Man, this is not what I wanted. Let's take... You can take this with check. I missed that. I really missed that. Oh, and they found it. Oh, well played, sir. Very well played. Let's go here. You take... Oh, no, that's absolutely devastating. Now you just have to stay on this diagonal. Yeah, I do lose, unfortunately. But, you know, we are a channel that doesn't just upload wins, so I do kind of need to stick to that. Maybe there's a stalemate on the cards. Yeah, maybe I should just promote so that there is now potential for a stalemate. But then I guess if I kept the pawn on the board, then you can still win the game if they run out of time. But now it'd just be a draw via insufficient material. But I anticipate they'll be able to make me in 10 seconds with the material advantage. Like, you just bring the bishop, start cutting me off as much as possible, yeah. This is very unfortunate. Give some checks. But if you allow me to get out this way, you know, maybe it's not so clear. Is this a draw? No way. I cannot believe that ended in a draw. That looks like really weirdly aesthetically pleasing, doesn't it? Guys, we're going to jump straight into a game review. Okay, so it turns out it is, as we assumed, this was not a very good game at all. We played up against the modern, okay? This is all good stuff. Bishop c4 is even given as an inaccuracy. It wanted knight to c3. It just wanted my knights out first, which is fine. I guess I can't be too mad at myself. I dropped back. It wanted bishop to d3. Okay, it wanted me to drop back the other way. This is all, like, you know, pretty silly stuff. What did I have here? I had bishop g5. Why is bishop g5 so good? I guess I'm attacking the queen. I was so scared of this, but you just completely weaken this diagonal. f6 is the best move here. Bishop f4 it wants. Can you not then just start pushing? Oh, it wants a5 here. Wow, my opponent found so many great ideas this game. Okay, I recapture. I mean, we're just completely winning here. a4, best move. b5, don't take. Oh, h4. These are all the best moves. We actually played relatively okay to start with. I mean, this was all pretty good. After h5, though, rook g1 was not good. It wanted g4 immediately. So I know we did speak about this, and we sort of dismissed it. But then do I just jump my knights g5? Yeah, knight fg5. But then what about f6? Is f6 really bad? This obviously isn't hanging. But then I wonder if there's some like cool discovered attacks. No, because the rook could take. That's so annoying. And then I'd have to just... I don't know, where would I even put this knight? It wants knight c5? What is going on here? And then knight takes on e6. Wow, that's quite nice. And f takes, I take with check, obviously. Let's say you go here, though. What? Oh my god. This is terrifying. Oh wait, where would you even go? Where would you even go here? Oh, and then it's mate. Oh my god. Okay, well that's disgusting. But obviously I didn't find that. I didn't play g4 right away. e5, I obviously just take. Bishop comes over to play. This is a blunder? Why is this a blunder? Knight d7? Why is knight d7 so strong? What would I have played here? I'd have just gone like this. Then what's the play? I don't understand why this is... I don't understand why that's a blunder. I'm going to look at this more in depth. You guys comment down below where I'm being stupid. I just like launch an attack. Bishop goes back. He wanted you to take on e4. Like, there's so many points in this game. I knew I had a massive advantage, but it's like, how do you prove it? h5 is the right idea. They take... Oh, I should have played c3. c3 I just wasn't even considering because the bishop being on this diagonal is like absolutely terrifying. But I guess it can be on that diagonal anyway. Just move over, queen a1, king. I went king to d2. Being on the light squares is probably not the best, but even here I'm just completely winning. They take, I block with a knight. Oh my god, no. Now they... Wait, why didn't they take this knight? I had just sort of assumed if they took this knight, like there was going to be something, like... But there isn't. c5. Okay, knight h6. I should have taken with a rook. I did kind of feel that way. Wants king f2. King e3 is a mistake. King f4, this is bad. Queen takes on d2 with check. Then the queens came off the board and I knew this was bad. Giving a check, that's not good. It wants rook h5. It wants this and then to just slowly go up the board. That I did not find. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so frustrating. I was just sort of, you know, playing hope chess here, just giving checks where I could. Just giving checks. But then here it did get a bit scary at some point. Like, king f6. Like, it's not the best move, but it's still tricky for you to play here. They do find this, though, and then the bishop dropping back to c4. This was just a beautiful idea that I hadn't seen, and then it's just completely over. Rook d8 is mate in 1. Oh, my God. I didn't see that in low time, but that's just mate. That's beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. I just took... see, I'm so annoyed at myself for taking on d4, because, of course, I just completely missed that this was a check in the low time. It's so frustrating. And then I'm just marching my king. And then, yeah, this is all pretty tame. My opponent probably... Yeah, I feel like here you need to go like queen d7. Because then no matter like where I go, you can sort of like then bring your bishop, cut me off, and give a mate at some stage. They don't find queen d7 though, and they just sort of prolong the game. This queen c5 move I thought was a bit strange, because I'm like, well, you're sort of allowing me to run away. And then here they just ran out of time, which was great news. I don't lose any elo, but quite fortunate to say the least. But guys, we went for some attacking chess. Unfortunately, we didn't prevail. If you enjoyed the video though, please smash a like, subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.